title, Saving Money is Fun.
Do you like to save money?
Yeah.
Of course you do. We all like to save money, don't we? So today I am going to share with you some fun ways of saving money. Now I'm not going to address those things that are usually one-off items that we can possibly save money on, like purchasing your home or buying a new car, because those things happen hopefully not too often. So what I'm going to talk about are the things that will save us money and help us to have fun weekly, or in my case, almost daily. And that is shopping for the general things that we want and need, like clothing, like shoes, like entertaining things for our children, or cooking, right? All these different things. So you might be able to guess from looking at all the things that I have brought here for you to purview. I am going to be talking to you about thrift store shopping. This is one of the most favorite things I like to do, and today's the day for me. I'm a senior, I get an extra 30% off when I go on Tuesdays. And so I'm going to talk about my favorite haunt, and that is Savers on Peckham and Kitski Lane. That's where I find a lot of my treasures. Although I'm not against going up to places like the Goodwill, just down the road, right, from Neal Road and Virginia Street. So I go to many different places, but all these things, items that you're seeing, minus that coat, that red coat in the middle, are from Savers. So let me tell you a few things that you find when you go into one of these thrift stores, in case you haven't discovered the fun of hunting, ferreting out things to find your treasures in a thrift store. You will find shelves and shelves of books, many hardcover books of some of the best sellers. You will find CDs, you will find jewelry, you will find bins of sunglasses. You will find clothing, of course clothing. There will be sections for just jeans, or sections for men for their t-shirts, or for more casual short sleeve shirts, or for long dress shirts, pants that are dress. They will have dress slacks for women. They will even have formal wear for men and women. There are hats, there are scarves, there are belts, there are shoes, there are toys galore for the children and games for everyone. And there are also puzzles. That's another one of my favorite things. I also like to check in the areas for kitchen, and for our courtyard, I like to find flowers, dry flowers. So I'm looking for the ones that look most genuine, like the real thing. So as I said, sometimes you're going through some junk, but on the whole, you will find things that are pennies on the dollar, maybe even a penny on the dollar compared to what you would normally pay for things. So that's why I love to go to these kinds of places, to thrift stores. Savers, as I've said, being one of my favorites. So I'm going to go over some of the things I've purchased. For example, just last Tuesday, I went to Savers, and I just wanted to peruse, and what did I come across first? But in the furniture section, where they have lamps, floor lamps, and regular lamps, I came across a table. Now, we have had in our family room a little end table between our couch and this large chair with an ottoman that's Jeffrey's favorite to sit in. That's his chair. And in between the two of us, we've had this little dinky little table for the last 7 years. And when I went through, oh my gosh, here was this natural wood end table that was, locked all the way up to where I need it, from where are the end of the seats, the arm of the armchair and the couch where they are, and it comes up to that space. Beautiful carving on one side. I had to turn it to the out because otherwise it was hidden from the couch and the way they come together, you know. So it's natural, and it only cost me $12.99 with carving, all wood and beautiful etching, and it was kind of a French, you know, elegant legs. So I was thrilled. $12.99, good to go right now. And speaking of that end table, Jeffrey just noticed it the other day when I said, see, another one of his has been this lamp. And he goes, you switched out the lamp I had before? He didn't even know it. I got a lamp that was blue that brought in exactly the color of our couch, one of the colors of our couch, you know, on the side. And it was so much better than the little tiny short brass thing that he had had before. It had no personality. So I got that thing. And usually you can find these lamps for like $5.99, $6. So I was excited about that. And if the shade isn't so great, I can buy a new shade somewhere else for a decent price or order it on Amazon. As I mentioned, I like getting flowers almost this is one of my finds, a little metal container with some flowers that kind of look happy and cheerful. And their flowers never are more for a bunch than $4.99. Oftentimes, if you're just getting the flowers by themselves, you can get them for 99 cents. So I love flowers. As I mentioned, I enjoy making puzzles. This Ravensburger puzzle, these puzzles go up for as much as $40. I got it for $2.99. This one right here has the price tag from Kohl's, $20 on it. Doesn't even look like it's ever been opened. I can't open it anyway, so it's like brand new, and I bought it for $1.99. And I'm kind of excited. I'm a puzzle maker, and look at that. Isn't that fun? You know, it's a little beach scene with these animals having a party time. So that's going to be fun. I already mentioned they have shoes, and now they have men's shoes. That brings me to a story about my son. My son came here to live with us, much to my husband's chagrin. I told him the morning of the day my son was flying in was the day after Christmas. The day after we had arrived home from a fabulous cruise. I thought, how could I tell him before, the 2 weeks before? It could have ruined our cruise. So I had to wait until we returned the day after. So in the morning, I come humbly and tearfully in front of my husband to let him know that my son was arriving. And he knows the situation with my son. My son had been living on the streets of Las Vegas for 3 months. He was homeless. And my heart was just breaking. I couldn't stand it any longer. So I asked if we could please give him a new start. So he came to live with us. And he said, I'll do anything, Mom, anything you want. He was a meth user for the past 18 years. And so he wanted to turn his life around and be in a different area. So, like Jeffrey always says, I always get sidetracked. Sorry, I always do. That's why I needed those 8 minutes. So he comes over and he's going to go to the gym with me, but he doesn't have gym clothes. He doesn't have gym shoes. He doesn't have any clothes. It's wintertime. He doesn't even really have a good coat except for one long coat like my red one. And so I went to Savers. I bought him the shoes, the t-shirt, the casual, the cab, whatever, sweatpants, and a jacket for all under $40. And I mean, they were nice looking things. Shoes too, tennis shoes too. So some of the things I have that I've purchased at Savers, these, I never pay for a pair of shoes more than $15. For a dress, it's hard to find blue. I find all the fun, crazy colors, and I don't feel bad. These things cost me like under 10. Just last Tuesday, I got some new sandals because I thought they were fun for a few dollars. And I got this just the other day because I thought this will be a fun thing with my jeans. You know, because I like sparkle, because I'm kind of a girly girl, as you can tell from my sparkle stuff. I even bought myself a little polka dot bikini. Well, maybe it's not a bikini. But this thing cost me $6. $6, and it is so cute, and it is quite a name brand too. So that's, again, something. I told you, they have scarves. I also needed a new wallet. I got myself this little wallet. Those are shirts. My amazingly shrinking husband is going through clothes, and his other casuals were looking so big. I got all of those, not one under or more than $15. This, I was going to a formal with my pageantry stuff. This thing cost me like $35, formal dress. I love it, on. This I bought in 1997 from Neiman Marcus. I was in a bind, I had nothing to wear, and so I had to stop in a thrift store. I bought it for $30, and I have worn it ever since, and there's not a time I wear this thing that I don't get compliments on it. This has been my find from Savers this year. I've worn it a million times. And I got that at Savers for $14. Dresses and blouses and you name it, you can find it. Haven't even started on kitchen things. But you can find so many things. You can find so many treasures. And I encourage you to go inside one of those places, have fun, and see what wonderful things you might discover.